Hello all, welcome back to another episode. So today we are going to discuss about authentication and authorization. So what is authentication and what is authorization? So here if you see authentication is something like who are you? Are you authorized to log in or the system or not? That is called authentication. Let's say you have a Gmail account, okay? So whenever you create a Gmail account, so they will be having a the unique Gmail ID and password is there. So that's where the authentication comes into picture. So once you enter the right ID and right password, then only you able to see your Gmail inbox, sent items, Google Photos, Google Drive, all of that. Likewise, here also in SAP, you should have a ID and user ID and password. So if that is correct, that is unique, then only you are able to enter into the SAP system. So that's where come into the come into the picture like SAP authentication. So authentication is the process of verifying the user identity before allowing access to the SAP system. As I told, you should verify the details whether you are a genuine or not. So that's all. Like once you enter the username and password, it will give you access to the system. So usually there will be so two types of logins in like you need to like SSO single sign on it will be there. Okay, so one while creating user if it is activated you no need to enter the ID and password. The moment you click on that ID, definitely it will take you to the system directly, that respective system, either quality or production, it will take you directly. So likewise you need to enter into the system. So likewise we have another systems also like SSO. How we have another one also like LDAP, Active Directory, SCP Ident Authentication Service, SAML, all of that we have. So going forward we'll learn all of this, right? And this the main major goal is to ensure the user is genuine or not before entering to the system. That's all. This is called authentication. Okay, now let's talk about once you enter into the system, what is your roles? What you have to check? Again, let's move to the next slide. So authorization, let's say now you have opened your Gmail account. Okay, so now you are authorized to check what and all you can do it here. That is where come into the authorization. Okay, let's say we have some very big palace. Okay, so in palace it includes there are a lot of rooms are there, king house is there, a lot of soldier houses, and there are many other important treasury rooms, all of that. Okay, so the moment you enter into the palace, so you should have so if you're let's say you are a soldier. Soldier, where has to go soldier? It is the respective only rooms. That's where you will be having access. You can't go to the king room, something like that. So you once you open the system, you cannot perform all the activities. Okay. If you're a finance guy, you will be seeing and only performing. You're able to perform only finance activities. Okay. If you are a project manager, you can able to see only project management related things. And if you are a MM background, and if you're ST background, all of that, you will be having a respective roles and responsibilities already designed, and based on that, access will be provided to you. So that is where operations comes into picture. Okay, it's defines your boundary. So what is your limit? You can go to that specific area or not. You have to go to this area or not. That will be in simple words. We can say like that. Okay. So likewise, so it will be controlled by based on the roles. Okay, roles in the sense this is your role. Your role is finance. Create a you know like whatever create invoice. Okay, that is your role. That apart from that, if what you have to do, the respective if you are eligible, if you are authorized, then only you will get. You cannot get, you see, suppose if you want to approve the finance and okay, so upon create a document or you wanted to approve that same thing, you will not having a same approve access. So likewise you will be having a you will be the roles will be completely segregated and they will be given to you. So this is where the access you will get, and this is what we can do. So that is called authorization. Some examples. So that access how you will get that and all we'll be discussing going forward. These for freshers. Like so you will be getting access from role or profiles on transaction key codes and authorization objects and fields also. You will get an access by that. Okay. An example like a user may have financial document but he cannot post. So that's where the SOD conflicts comes. So that's it. So the main goal is ensure least privilege, only what is needed to needed for your job. As I told, what is your exact role, that access only you will get. You cannot do entire thing and everything in the SAP. That is called authorization. And now, so once you are in the system, okay, so even though if you have access, you will not, you will, you will face some of the issues, okay, so you will be some face some authorization issues, something like that. The major thing, the first authorization issue you will get is not authorized to use this transaction. So that means you are missing that respective key code or object. It might be wrong values, okay, so that's where it has come to the picture. And you need to, the moment you find this kind of error, being any other end user or functional team, so you need to take a SC53, or you need to take that SC53 and send it to, raise the ticket or send it to security person, security authorization concern. They will work on that, okay. And one more thing is the most of the complaints, like, login is not possible. So by mistake, if you have entered multiple wrong password at the time, you cannot, if even if you enter a correct password, it will not work. The ID will be locked at the time, and also validity expired, or the validation, user validity will be expired. So that time again you need to raise the ticket, and you need to contact the security person. They will work on this, okay. So suppose, like, even though, like, if SNC, while creating user, if SNC box is not checked, you cannot enter, you cannot do without SSO, you cannot log in. So that's where. And also SSO fails if SNC is not maintained or expired. That's where the authorization issues comes. And role assigned but access not working. So role generated, maybe the role not generated, or the user master record not compared. All of this kind of errors comes into the picture. This will be rectified by security admins. So you will have to have a just raise to ticket and send it to the respective team. They will fix on it. And the access works in dev and not in QA and product. So what does it mean? Like, role transport to the arg value, different values. Fix the rule transport and maintain the correct arg values. That's all. So that's where into the this kind of error comes into picture. So the one more issue is authorization exists but still denied. Maybe like missing field values, like 03 activity value for display, but fix verify all the field. You need to verify all the fields in the authorization object, and so we'll be getting that access. And also sometimes we have a too many, if we have too many roles also, we don't get, because like overlapping roles or missing critical authorization object, all of that. So usually simplifying the roles, and we need to check the trace. So if we need to find out missing authorization object, accordingly we need to. The last thing is, like, do not touch all the time SC53. This is for security admins. Okay, so most of the time users, they get confused and they will be sending some other screenshots. So you will be walking around, or will be scribbling around in that SC53, and you are unable to find. You will be simply, you will be wasting your time. So my suggestion, being a security guy, just have a word. The moment you get a ticket, just have a reach out to a user, and can we have a quick call on this issue, so that I can trace your activities, so that immediately go for STR trace. So always believe in STR trace, because you will be getting an exact issue and you can see what user is doing. Okay, sometime user will be logging in different client also. Sometime user, let's say if you have a test ID, if you have a like, quality test ID, they will be logging in development system. They will be, if you have a development ID, they will be logging quality, and they will get confused sometime. Okay, so that kind of clarification you will get to know easily. And sometime the different ID and different password, they will be keep on entering, and they will be saying, keep on raising the tickets, and it is not working, not working. The always connect with the user, so that you will build some rapport with users, and also they get some, some cooling period, like, okay, somebody has responded to my issue, so that somebody is working on that or something like that. He feels good, and also he will be having a lot of kind of rapport, so that you can coordinate with the user and you can work along. So that, in future, if he is frustrated, if you don't respond immediately, definitely you will escalate it simply. And also based on the SLA, we need to respond to the client, users. So according to the SLA condition and the time period, we need to respond to them. So this is major thing in support. And also we need to like regularly you need to use our access review, whether expire roles clean up, all of that we need to keep on checking. So usually depends on the company, like it's about like some people will be doing it 3 months once, 6 months once, all of that cleanup will happen. So it depends on the company policy, so we will be doing that. And also sometimes we should have a we should clear the user buffer by like C56. So when you hit the enter user any of the user, so there will be a reset user buffer will be there. You need to clear. It's like a clearing cache from the system. That's where it will be helpful for the system for a fast and proactive work. So that's all for today, and hope this video was useful and it was useful content. And thank you. See you next video. Please subscribe if you like this video.